In October of 2019, the NCAA Board of Governors voted unanimously to permit student athletes the opportunity to benefit from their use of name, image, and likeness in a, quote, manner consistent with the collegiate model, unquote. While the details of the NCAA's policies will not be established until January of 21, after additional feedback from its members, are you able to describe the general principles that the NCAA and its members seek to preserve as they establish rules for name, image, and likeness compensation from third parties to student athletes? How do you foresee the NCAA's internal input seeking and policymaking timeline aligning with the actions now taking place in states? As has been acknowledged, states have clearly made known their interest to be active in this matter. Is there a concern that the NCAA's deliberation process may take too long to keep up with the expected rate of states legislating on this issue?
Well, thank you for the question, Senator. I think the first point that needs to be made is to recognize that the rules of the NCAA are made by the schools themselves coming together through a legislative process that is not that dissimilar from a congressional process. The members meet on a quarterly basis on a multi-day period of time. They have a regular legislative cycle, and they are in the midst of that cycle right now. The working groups that have been established by the Board of Governors representing students and coaches and athletic directors and faculty members is meeting as we speak. They will be reporting back in April to the Board of Governors with the expectation that full legislation will be drafted and then crafted and then passed to come into effect at January of 2021 at our national convention of that year. Throughout that process, they have been working to try to winnow down the general ideas around what is and is not permissible, what could or could not be consistent with intercollegiate athletics, and that's a work in progress, and we'll know a lot more about that as they bring out their findings in April.
Does the NCAA have other powers, opportunities to deal with this outside that deliberation process that is going to take the period of time that you just outlined? Let me suggest to you that a member of Congress complaining about the slowness of the process is somewhat hypocritical.
Well, the process can be accelerated should any of the three divisions, we do all these decisions through our three divisional structures, decide to do so, and I and the presidents who lead the association have been working very hard to try and get them to move this along as quickly as possible. As we've heard from the presenters, it's a complex topic. The answers aren't cut and dried, but I believe that the members, the schools themselves, are working on this as aggressively as they can under the current circumstances. There certainly is a possibility that some state legislators could pass legislation that could go into effect over the course of this summer. Many states have been modifying their proposals to have them slow down on the implementation date. We're pleased to see that, and we hope that the states will indeed provide, as California did, will provide the association with some time to modify their rules before their state laws are triggered.